This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
Good evening, you're watching Headlines Now with me, Divya. Well, Tamil Nadu has received its first flood alert since the monsoon set in. The Vaigai Dam is nearing its capacity, but it's not a case to panic as yet. Krishnamurthy will bring us all the details. And well, this Monday evening, politics in the state has taken a few twists and turns. To give you a hint, they both have one common enemy, the DMK. Lately, we've seen and even heard them singing the same tune. They want to defeat the ruling government, and looks like it's now official that they might just do it together. Peer Mohammed will give us the story of the alliances unfolding just a few months before the assembly elections. We'll bring you all the news in detail, but first a look at the headlines now. First flood alert issued in Tamil Nadu after Vaigai Dam nears its capacity. People on river banks advised to move. Look at the shocking state of the city. A milkman is electrocuted after stepping on a live wire on this inundated road. Could DMDK support to AIADMK for the Transport Workers Trade Union elections be a prelude to the coming together of the parties? The PMK is not very happy with the DMK either. Ramadas says he is disappointed of the government's alleged failure in the caste-based census. Nalini is not the one to give up, files a review petition to leave the jail early. The government has 2 weeks to respond. After an engine failure, this Maruti 800 goes up in flames. Fortunately, no one is injured in this incident. That is a 20-foot-long dead whale washed ashore and brought to the Chennai port. Let's also bring you the national news making headlines. A defiant Yediyurappa maintains he will not resign and that no one asked him to resign. The Chief Justice questions appointment of P.J. Thomas as CVC, says past corruption charges could impact his actions. The deadlock in the Parliament over the 2G issue continues. Pranam's all-party meeting ends without compromise. Subramanian Swamy now says the Prime Minister is not guilty in the 2G scam. He says Manmohan Singh was badly advised. Environmental clearance for Navi Mumbai Airport is given with 32 conditions. Somdev Varman and Sanam Singh give India their 6th goal. Somdev is in the singles final as well. Well, a flood alert has been sounded in the Madurai district with heavy rainfall lashing the state. The water levels in the reservoir of Tamil Nadu's Vaigai Dam is nearing dangerous levels. With storage nearing its maximum capacity, the dam is likely to release excess water. An advisory has been issued cautioning people on the banks of the river to move to safer areas. Now, this comes on the back of the low pressure system over the Bay of Bengal, resulting in light to heavy showers across the state since the onset of the monsoons from the 1st of November. The Met Department is predicting more showers in the next few days. Now, this, however, is the first flood warning of the season. And for more details on this, my colleague Krishnamurthy now joins us live. Well, Krishna, this is the second consecutive year that the Vaigai has reached its maximum capacity. So what more details can you share with us?
Yes, Divya, Vaigai Dam in Teni district has reached its full capacity, almost reached its full capacity. Now, the dam, people lying in the row areas have been advised to move to safer areas. A first level flood alert has been issued. Now, we see that this is the second consecutive time. In last year also, the dam reached almost at full capacity. In fact, the water levels have reached almost 66.71 feet of the total feet of 71 feet. So that's almost an alarming situation, and that's why a first level flood alert has been issued. Now, it depends as to how much water will probably flow in, and based on that, the dam authority will probably take a decision on whether to allow more water to release or not. But then people lying in the lower areas have been advised to move out and then move to the safer areas. And even authorities are trying to ensure that all people have been evacuated, and all safety measures have been put in place. Divya?
Right, Krishna, thanks very much indeed for joining us with all those details there. Well, this monsoon rains have created havoc in the city. The water-clogged roads have claimed one life today. A milkman was electrocuted in Velachery this morning, and sources say the heavy rains had cut a live wire that fell into a pool of water. And unfortunately, this milkman stepped into it. His body has now been taken to the government hospital. The residents of the Velachery have been protesting since morning, but no one has taken responsibility of this fatal incident as yet. Well, these rains might have cooled off the city, but it has left a trail of mess. The northeast monsoon is expected to have a lasting impact across Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Heavy rains are expected to last for the next 48 hours, according to the Met Department as well. And my colleague Chandy Thomas brings us a ground zero report of the mess the monsoon has left.
I am at the Parangusapuram area in Kodambakam, which has a lot of residential flats, houses right here. Now, this is one of the streets which have been badly inundated because of the rains that lashed this morning. Now, you can see that there's a lot of water that's been inundated, and it's logged, and there are no corporation officials here to clear up all this water that has been logged. It's stretching up right to the other end of the street, and if we can come closer to this particular side of the road, you can see that there's a lot of water that's also going into the flats, into the residences itself of these houses. They are somehow trying to clear out the water themselves because there just aren't any corporation officials who are trying to make any measure to get these waters cleared. So clearly a lot of problems for the residents at this particular area right here.
Well, Ndtv-Hindu has been bringing you reports of the extensive damage being caused due to these rains. Now, let's take a look at these visuals sent in by a viewer, Pavitra from Kodambakam. These photos were taken after half an hour after consistent rains this morning. The viewer says that this has been their plight for years, and this year it has become worse because of the construction of the Rangarajapuram bridge in their locality. Well, you can mail in pictures near your locality which have been waterlogged to feedback at ndtv-hindu.com. And moving on to some political news now. Well, could this be a foretaste of things to come? The DMDK's trade union offers to support the AIADMK union for this week's transport workers' elections. Observers believe could be a prelude to the coming together of the two parties in the 2011 assembly elections. Peer Mohammed finds out the story behind this move by Captain's party.
They have a common enemy, the DMK, and as a first baby step, the trade unions of the DMDK and the AIADMK seem to be breaking bread together. The platform? The 1.26 lakh strong government transport corporations across Tamil Nadu. Of the dozen-odd trade unions, those of the DMK, AIADMK and the CPM form the front line. Interestingly, this fight to represent the aspirations of public transport workers is being held after 12 years. Will the DMDK's olive branch to the AIADMK be a harbinger of a 2011 assembly poll tie-up in the state?
There is a feeling from among the rank and file of both ADMK and DMDK that they have to come together in case to meet the DMK's strength in the ensuing assembly elections.
The DMDK's vote share of over 10% could tilt the balance in the bitter battle between the two arch rivals. The Raja saga has pushed the DMK onto the back foot. The party is trying hard to cling on to the Congress, with the DMDK going on record to say that it will do all that it can to defeat the DMK. An alliance with Amma seems one of Captain's options.
என்ன பண்ணிடுவார் என்ன இவர் என்ன எம்ஜிஆர் மாதிரி 10-13 வருஷம் இருந்தவரா 5 வருஷம் ஆட்சி மாறிக்கிட்டு இருக்கு அதே மாதிரி இந்த வருஷம் மாறுதா இல்லையான்னு பாருங்க.
In this fluid political scenario, will this newborn homie last for the next 6 months? And for the polls, perhaps Captain doesn't want to miss the bus. In Chennai, with Peer Mohammed, Chandi Thomas for NDTV Hindu.
And for more details on this, our senior correspondent Peer Mohammed now joins us live from the newsroom. Well, Peer, it looks like it's almost official. The DMDK and the AIADMK are coming together, calling for the defeat of the DMK together once again. What more can you share with us, Peer?
Yes, this is the first time the DMDK's trade union is working closely with the AIADMK's trade union. Till recently, the DMDK's trade unions have been working with the left unions, the CITU and the AITUC. And for the first time, the official statement has come from the DMDK's office that they will be working closely with the AIADMK to defeat the DMK's trade union in the trade union polls which are scheduled to happen across the state on Thursday. And the DMDK's top leaders confirmed the fact that this sanction to go with the AIADMK's trade union was given by the top leaders of the party. The captain is in the know of things, and he gave a sanction to go with the AIADMK's trade union, which is a clear indication that the DMDK chief is now inching closer to the AIADMK. Earlier also in September, the DMDK chief Vijaykanth has said that his single point agenda in the upcoming assembly elections is to defeat the DMK. But he was not ruling out an alliance, he was also talking to the Congress. But Congress time and again has said that they are going strong with the DMK, though there are some strains in the relationship. So now the fact that DK and AIADMK might come together for the polls is clear, with these trade unions coming together for the Thursday polls. Yeah.
Right, Peer. Thanks very much indeed for joining us with all those details. Now, it looks like another political party in the state is not too happy with the ruling government. The PMK chief Ramadas has now said that he is disappointed with the chief minister's inaction in implementing the caste-based census in Tamil Nadu. In a statement, Ramadas said that he and several other leaders were disappointed that the government has not yet carried out the caste-based census suggested by the Supreme Court, and he says he doesn't know what is stopping them. Well, after Raja Yediyurappa is now playing the protagonist in another high-power resignation drama. More on that in just a moment.